E aí, pessoal, tudo beleza? Vamos continuar jogando Captain's Vault. A gente avançou bastante. Vamos primeiro voltar pro Iox, depois vamos pro Renaki. Aproveitar e mostrar alguns itens pro Juan. Ah, música boa. Ó, ela não vai deixar. Tem forçando aí direto aqui em cima. Let's see what the old wolf wants. Alia. And the robot. What do you call it, 6? You said something about the crown. Yes, I did. I know it must feel like I order you around. I don't mean to do that. I hope you know I do respect you. Of course. Time is against us all, and I've decided to take you into certain confidences. Go on. You understand the loop, don't you, Alia? You've been on Ajax long enough to know it isn't just a story for children. Be good and you will be reborn. It is a comforting thought. It is not. Everything comes again. Every worst thing. Time is revolving, Alia. Ajax will not always stand. The fall is coming again, and it's coming to us soon. Ajax fell, Alia. The Empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the Empire of old, and the fall will come again. And if you are not ready for it, we will not survive. The fall was nearly 350 years ago. It's ancient history. You were quite wrong. That's what Remba was doing for me out there, trying to learn how the fall will occur. And Remba found something inside one of his robots. Inside 6? So you've noticed something. So did Remba. 6 told him something. Set him to digging up something on a moon near Elbereth. He hired laborers from Elbereth markets to do the work. Then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. The robot knew about the fall, Alia. The robots know everything. Robots might know, but they cannot remember. 6 barely remembers being woken, re-woken. Robots have no memory of what came before. Before they were buried here, they were wiped clean, but I don't think a robot can truly forget. No more than a soul in the loop can be lost. The loop sustains all, Alia, all. What do you want me to do? The fall is coming, Alia, faster than we think. Find the observatory, whatever it is. Find out and then come and tell me. Let me show you what Remba found. It's connected to the crown you found. 6. To me, Professor. Solicit. Pre-Ungset. Setsyang. What language is that? You don't know? It is ancient. Remba discovered that robots' cores can be accessed directly verbally if you know the right words. Setsyang. It wants you to ask it a question. I don't know any words of ancient. Not to say anyway. Remba thought a particular word, Malifar. It means fall. Mia, Malifar. Quetzale Malifar Oli Umbreth. Katiokis Malifar Bob Mekir Sibor Himeneki Katsetsyang. That's as far as I've managed to go. Alia, I need you to do better. I'm only guessing here. Katkis? Katkis I Huabo Ikepis L. Setsyang. I'm only guessing here. Malifar. But it's the same. Kachiokis. Mari is a breath in Patois. It means near. A breath is really our technician. Yameke is a robot. Perhaps Meke is similar. It's waiting for an answer, I think. Kachiokis? Kachiokis Malifar Bo Meke. Meke si sale was sale. Meke bo ilafar si bo himeniki. Yaki cat. Yaki kacha. Is a patois word, Professor. It means essentially grow old and die, Setsyang. I remember a few words of patois. Anyway. Salewa. Salewa iya huameke riari. Huameke? That's a pretty bad thing to call someone. But then, so is Salewa. What is it talking about, Alia? Give me a moment. Setsyang. Wameke? Wameke Iwa Bo Renfar. Setsyang. Malifar. Same. Loops this part. Quetzale. Professor, what is it you think I can do? An Ajax fell, Alia. The palace here was overrun. There were hundreds slaughtered. The fallers killed almost everyone, people and robots. We know this. But we don't know where they came from, who they were, how they got in, how so many got in. We must know before it happens again. Robots know. Mistress. Excuse the interruption, Mistress. 6, what were you just saying? Nothing, Mistress. I do not like to prattle in front of my primary user, but something has come into my mind. Katiokis Malifar, human Yaki cat, Iox, the fall, the palace of decay. The withering palace, Mistress. We have been there. And what did you find? Nothing? Alia, you must do better. Our fate is lying in your hands whether you like it or not. There was a voice just like that inside the crown you found. An emperor's voice. A message from the last loop. Remba was close to something. I need you to find it. Professor. I spoke to an ancient voice from the Empire, Professor. It had been stored into a figurine and forgotten, but it was still alive. What did it tell you? You don't seem surprised. Recordings like that were once common in the Empire. Recordings of important people. The emperors believed in the loop, of course, but they still feared death. Even emperors have to die. The loop sustains us all, Alia. The death of the emperor's fears was a death of future. They feared the fall. The emperors knew it was coming, and they guarded what they could against it, stored whatever knowledge they could. You've found devices like this before. Of course we have. You travel with one. Why didn't you tell me what Rembo was doing earlier? Why did you keep it secret? Alia, I've always treated you as warmly as I'm allowed. You know that. Allowed by whom? As Six would say, we all have our primary users. You have more books than Huang. These books are not his. Those books are not his, nor are these ones mine. Is there a copy of Ma Zhuai here? Of course. You know Ma Zhuai was a sailor and a scholar? Unlike me, you mean? Perhaps. Perhaps you'll write a book before the fall comes again, Alia. Yes? What did you make of the crown? Disappointing. Have it back if you don't like it. Please, Alia. Your Eberethian humor is not appreciated. I was hoping you'd find something worth the price Remba paid. Some of the Empire's greatest relics are more than they first appear. But not this one? No, too old, too empty. Devices such as that crown, they are all we have left from before the Empire. There was something I wanted to ask you. Is the university flourishing? I think so, Alia. Perhaps one day you'll spend a bit more time here and see for yourself. I don't care. Be seeing you, Alia. Perhaps we should return to the ship now, mistress. We still have more to do here. Let's talk to Huang. So you were really dug out of a wall on Iox? I believe I was removed from a wall. The exact events are hazy. Alia. I've got a few things for the curators. Show me. The inscribed amulet. Have you ever seen anything like this amulet? There's a compacted inscription. Yes, I can recognize a word in there, but I don't know what it means. This one is a phrase run together. Sun. High. High. I place with many waters. I can add my translation for sun to my dictionary now. And high must be correct too. The sun reaches high. Yeah, I know that. Okay, fuck you. Rose, I guess. Rose high. Many waters is sea. Adjective of much time. Ode. Sea. Sun rose high, high, old sea. Thanks, Wang. Now, I've seen something similar, if I remember right, that was also inscribed. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This was written on a sliver of a crystal necklace. It was found in a Rinake temple several months ago. We will not... That is... Forget. Because this is the verb. Not take knowledge. Forget. Forget. And this is... Off place light. Place of light. We will not forget sun's light. Do you have anything more like that? How about this? It's a picture of a fragment from a crystal charm that was found in an Eberethian temple 9 years ago. This one is a broken piece from an even longer phrase. You. No, that's I. You is here, and then there's another. Not, it's this. I really remember the word this, mistress. I. So this is a verb. I of way, person, take. É levar alguém por algum caminho. Lead. I lead this. Então isso aqui é um possessivo verbo. I reveal this. O círculo ainda não significa nada pra mim. E é possessivo mesmo? Lugar da luz acima. Tu pega. Qual que pode ser a forma não verbal de pegar? Lugar da luz. E esse círculo? Substantivo do tempo, muitos. E esse círculo? Não sei. Eu revelo. Posso, posso ser entrego. Mas ele falou que não, que era conduzir. Palavra. Eu revelo essa palavra a você. Ok, mas um martelo. Era um machado. Foi encontrado nos rios perto de Elbreth. Ah, eu não tô lendo. Vamos tentar traduzir. São várias palavras. Tá. É. Mostrar. Não tem a palavra cobra. Por que que você tá me sugerindo a palavra cobra? Não tem absolutamente nada a ver. Não. Mostrar tá errado. Então calma. Então, em. Só a única palavra que eu conheço é em. Então, pera, isso aqui é uma palavra composta. Que tem. O início é mostrar. Porque tem verbo do caminho, pessoa, levar, conduzir. Depois é. Eu não lembro o que aquele símbolo significa. Substantivo, verbo. Isso aqui eu devo saber. Isso aqui é tempo. É um jogo de decifrar a língua. Você explora relíquias, ruínas antigas, encontra artefatos e tem que decifrar a língua. Ah, esse símbolo é o que mesmo? Esse é o símbolo de dormir? Hum, eu tinha decifrado esse símbolo. Esse é o símbolo de dormir? Life in time? Pera, aquele era o símbolo de brilho? Então a palavra, o anterior estava errado. Não. Então isso aqui é dar. Porque. Não, brilhar pode ser revelar a luz. Ao invés de dar a luz. Não, tá certo. Mas aqui símbolo. Como que isso é revelar? Verbo. Não, tá certo, tá certo. Vamos voltar. Revelar, luz, brilhar. Ok. O que que tá sendo revelado aqui? O que tá sendo revelado de pegar o ato de pegar no sono. Não muito. Não, lá é bem complicado, bem diferente isso aqui. Porque isso aqui é bem pictográfico. As línguas árabes, por exemplo, Farsi, é bem alfabético. Conduzir para o sono? Afogar? Have you looked through the Mazwai that I found? I have, and it's quite a find, I can tell. An early edition, probably even one of the first. There's a lot of unusual material that's missing from later editions. You've been comparing them? Line by line. It's wonderful. Does the Mazwai have anything to say about Heaven's Vault? It does. There's a whole section about the wreck of the vault washing up. Let me see. Washing up beyond the knot of the rivers. I don't know what that means. Perhaps it was simply wrong. For some reason, that section was removed when the book was copied and distributed. Another thing. Why aren't there any books older than the First Empress? I don't know. There just aren't. I know you found older. Did you know Rembo was hiring workers? Laborers? No? What for? I wish I knew. Maybe you should ask them. Maybe. There's a market in Elbereth, isn't there? So I'm told. You've never been to Elbereth, have you? No, it doesn't sound like my kind of place. How are things down here? Mazwai has kept me pretty busy, Yalia. That's it. Okay. I'll see you soon, Huang. See you soon. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Do it. Leave the moon. This way, mistress. Or the nightingale. Tá. Vamos pra Elbereth. Mas eu vou deixar ele dirigir. Isso. Back to Elbereth. Tá. Godspeed Slums. Pode ser. Visit the bar. Adia, you're back. I told you to call me L. I will wait here, mistress. Are you well, Timur? Stronger than ever. Do you know the words licit? Is it patois? Certainly. I imagine you were sitting here in my bar enjoying a drink, and an overconfident young pike sat down next to you to tell you about the shirt trading business. You might have solicited him. It means, well, do your buttons up. That sounds about right. Have you ever heard the word Malifar? All the time. It means falling over from too much rock. Can't imagine anyone ever said it to you. Here. Your generosity will be the end of you. Everything's paid back in the end. Sip my drink. Now look here, I have a present for you. It's some kind of a worn circular coin dating from the early empire, molded from silver. I don't recognize the face. No emperor I know. The maker didn't include an inscription around the edge. This is roughly the same as the scratched compass in the pearl chunk I found here earlier, but it's not from the same location. In fact, I don't think I've seen anything equivalent to this worn coin before. So it must be originate from a site that's undocumented. What do I owe you? Nothing. Just don't stop stopping by. Now, drink up. You want another raku? No, please. Another time. The water moon I told you about. Did you ever look into it? I did. I'm told you really weren't exaggerating. I wasn't. It could be a big thing for us here. Have I done something wrong, Alia? You must have known when you told me. You've done nothing wrong. It's out there and it's empty, and no one else knows it's there. Though I don't know what good it will do you. Maybe we can divert the flow somewhere useful. Maybe our people could move there. Whatever happens though, it's our secret. And secrets are advantages. Anyway, for your trouble, something we found out there. I think it's a bent pocket knife. It's nice, isn't it? I think it dates from the earliest days of the Empire. It doesn't have an etched phrase on the hilt. I'd hazard that this comes from the same place as the sculpture and the dented rock hammer that I discovered at the Withering Place. People back then must have regularly frequented both the two places. They should help us locate the site. Where do you get your artifacts from, Timur? If I tell you, will you promise not to share? It's a trade secret. Although, you did share your find with me. Who would I even share with? The beasts on Ajax. Are you above that? I thought you were a bartender. I am a bartender. But you know the sort of people I sell drinks to. Don't flirt with me. I am quite serious. Drown me if I lie. You can probably breathe underwater. A slippery fish, I'm sure. You go find them for me, Alia, floating in the wash. There's a particular place, a loop of the nebula not far from here, quite empty, quite abandoned, and very old. Now, it is as though every ship that flew past it fell to pieces and scattered their cargo to the waves. Perhaps there was a monster, but it has long since gone to sleep. Space monsters? You can't tell me children's stories now, Timur. But your whole life is changing after stories. True ones. No story was ever simply true, though plenty are nothing but salt and spit. It's called history, Timur. History belongs to everyone. It has to be protected and shared. Otherwise, when I die, when you die, it's like it never happened. And then we don't know who we are. I'll share what I know with you, Alia. Look for the sign of the crossing lines. I'll get 6 to show me on the charts. Straight into it then. Please, Alia, don't take it all for yourself. I'd best be going. Be seeing you, Timur. Don't be a stranger. Come on, 6. We have a few new artifacts to consider. I want to visit the laborer's market. Very good, mistress. Does much grow here? It seems unlikely, and yet there are so many people. Set Boyalki Refar. Kibenya. Yenihwa Sale Katalichi. I'll never get used to that. Yes? I want to ask about my man named Renba. I don't talk about my customers. So Renba was a customer? If he was, I wouldn't talk about him. He's dead. Dead? When was this? More than 3 weeks, perhaps. He was here every week for a time. Life is so short. I shouted at him. He brought one of the men back with a broken arm. I chased him out of the yard. I want to talk to the men that Renba brought back. And you want to hire one of my stock? I just want to talk to him. Then you can pay a fair rate. If that's to dig your plot or whisper to you through the night, that's your affair. Don't break his leg. What's the laborer's name? Whatever you like. Listen, Salewa. Your Ayoxan friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like his letter you got, the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal, so pay your dues. Name a price. Let's see what you brought. I prefer jewelry and weapons. Other the silver emerald. Would you take this? I've seen better. I don't need more to cover it. After the cracked crystal pendant. This as well. Well, it's not the best piece. The silver emerald and the cracked crystal pendant, it's not enough. That's too much to ask. The goods are worthless to you, but not to you. Do you know how old cracked pendant is? So it is weak, fragile. Then I don't have enough. The price is too high. Very well. You have a deal. Though this barely covers what a man is worth. Yazdi, get out here. I know miracles happen. What time is it? Greet your buyer. Mistress, please. Good faith and greetings to you, Mikus. You can go now. You're free of me, Yazi. What happens to you now is up to this one. Good faith to you, Yazi. Your name is Yazi? Mikus. What does Mikus mean? Better. I'm not your better, Yazi. I'm from Everest too. You are from Ajax, I think. Just as the other one was. How did you break your arm? We were using a winch to raise up the broken rock. The winch had been strung together from a few old poles, a big hook someone found. There was too much rock, the whole thing keeled over sideways. I jumped out of the way, not far enough. I did not think anyone would hire me as I am now. You were hired by a man from Ajax? Janiki Remba? You have it right. Miki's name was Remba. What were you digging that needed a winch? A hole, mistress. A very deep hole indeed. Where were you digging? Somewhere on Elbreth? No. Away. Away where? We sailed to a moon. Elbreth was visible in its skies. There was nothing there, but he made us dig. We found something. Can you find Rembo's moon again? I think so. I think so, yes. But not on a map. I will need to fly with you. You can point it out to 6. I cannot. I only saw glimpses of the clouds where we worked. What was Rembo looking for? What did he find? Do you know? I do not know. I was hurt before he found anything. Let's go back to the ship. We can talk there. Shall we leave now, mistress? Leave him. You ready, mistress? sure you can find this moon, Yazi? Quite certain. You find the place where the Ayaksin head is working, because without me I do not think you would ever find it. And what makes it hard to find? It is a rock. In a sea of rocks. But I know which rock. Why are you helping me? You see through me, of course. Please understand, I was strong, very strong. Now, no one would ever harm me again. I want to work. I don't have work for you, Yazi. You barely have work for me. You do, today. We will see about tomorrow when it comes. Alright, lead the way. Ah, eu sabia que tinha um aqui. Eu só não tinha achado ele ainda. Eagles Pass, sailing to Rambus Dig site. So do all Ioxins get given robots, Mikis? Are they attached to you as children, perhaps? I'm not from Iox, I'm from Elbereth. Oh, Benji. Yes, Mikis, of course. My mistake. Does this regard the next turning, mistress? Brendan wasn't digging for his observatory, was he? I do not think you can bury an observatory, mistress. Aquela pedra. There's something here. Let's bring her into Land 6. Rambus Dig site. The moon Yazi has led us to seems desolate enough.
We trudged across the surface of a tiny moon. Nothing but dust and towering
Tem uma
stone.
estrutura ali, dá pra ver. This is the place? This is it, Mikis. It's quite remarkable, mistress. This place is actually worse than Elbereth. Much worse, Myanike. It's our home we're talking about, Sis. His home, mistress. Merely your birthplace. You did well to leave. What's this thing, Yazi? For lifting? This is how we ran the winch. Where did he get the equipment from? I don't know. Some of the others helped him unload them from the ship. Rails? Made for a cart, I suppose. Someone was building something? Not exactly, Mikis. Not for robots. You wouldn't use robots. There's something up ahead. What's that? By all the
There were
waters.
tents, carts, ropes, and platforms. Rember must have had an army working here. And yet he had left it all behind. Just like that.
The pit we dug is within, and it is deep. There's the cart for transporting rubble. Dig deep into the rock below. Something etched into the metal. This is the start of a fragment of text. Forever. Is we. I'm convinced my translation for forever is right now. This is that we do be forever. How? What we do is forever. All this was built before Rembo went to Mercy. Rembo must have found something here. Something that led him into the Cyclones. The Robin Brooch, perhaps? No way in around here. Let's check the wall. Nothing. If you go inside, Mikis, then you will understand. There's an opening somewhere on the back, Mikis. The mining cart. This one is also inscribed. Symbols etched deep into the metal. There's a few words in this one. They is then no, this is wrong. Wait, really? Thing is off something. They is carving. But this is not an ancient site, mistress. The Brethren carve ancient symbols for luck. I don't think they know what they mean. Primitive people. This one is a phrase run together. These do not move. These houses do not move. This being might have been taken from an Elbrathian home. That is where we camped. It's a stiff climb to the camp because there is nothing there. If we really want to know what Rembo was doing, what he's left behind will give us the best clue. Wait, there's someone here. Ioxian. What's going on, Yazi? I am leaving. Just like your Ioxian friend did. Remba's dead. Is that supposed to make me sad? It doesn't. Yazi, you brought us here to get her? Why didn't you just tell me? Ioxian left her here. You cannot trust Ioxians. We're leaving now with your ship. Without you, someone will come for you, I am sure. You won't be able to fly the ship without me. By the waters and the stones. You think everyone on Elbereth has two left thumbs? We shouldn't waste any more time. You've been here too long. We can all leave. Together. Let me take you to Iox. I can find you work, a place to live. We will not live in your debt. Do not try to stop us. Remember, he drove us to this. Curse his name, not ours. Click. It doesn't have to be like this.
There was no reply.
If I may believe, you should leave this most swiftly. How? I will activate the hopper now. I think I can see them. I can see Yazi's limp. What's been going on? Oh, wrong button. Mistress, you are willing to leave him to die? He could have just told me. Why didn't he just say? I do know, mistress. Perhaps he does not trust Ioxians. I should have been able to convince him. Trust cannot be earned, mistress. Only given. I can hop her down and retrieve the mistress. I think we should. I think we should. No, mistress. I am quite content to leave them behind. However, I anticipate such an action would cause you some internal harm. You have a core as well as I. Do you think they'll try to overpower me? Steal the ship. The man has only one functional aura, mistress. I would say the odds are even or better. Alright, go and get them. Really, mistress. You came back for us. Let me make something clear right now. You try anything and I will toss you overboard. Yes, Mikis. Don't start with the Mikis again. He understands, Ioxian. I am not an Ioxian. I'm from Elbereth. Look at you. You have a ship. What are we going to do with you? There is nowhere in the nebula for us. In Elbereth, we are slaves. I will have to return to the market. I am owned. There is a market moon called Renaki. You might be able to find work. It is owned by Iox. It is not in the Protectorate. Iox is a moon of devils. You are from Elbereth. Renaki then. 6 charter course. At least you are safe, Sia. No one is ever safe, Yazi. Yes, mistress. Tem que dirigir? Vou botar o robô pra dirigir. Tá afim de dirigir, não. Ah, eu vou dirigir. Aí eu paro de jogar assim que a gente chegar lá. Do you know what Rember was looking for? He found it, a buried boat. And what it carried. And what was the boat you found carrying? I did not see Ioxia. Tá muito longe. Take the next left, mistress. Ih, eu perdi. Dá pra fazer, vamos lá.
I could see Yazi had been on a ship before. He kept his balance with ease. It occurred to me then that he could probably sail.
There it is. I sleep I die for one last time. Que volta gigantesca. Nossa, tem que ir até lá embaixo.
The Ranaka Reach is famous for smashing boats to splinters. The Ranakans are said to make their boats from solid iron.
Ah. Muito. Cara. Sério? Uma palavra só. Tempo. Este tempo. Agora. Demorou meia hora pra pegar aqui. Tudo bem que a gente fez muitos desvios, mas. A música é muito boa. I had heard, but Yazi. They are looking at us. Yes, they are. But they'll get used to you before you know it. So, what should we do? Talk to people. There's water enough here. People here will need cleaners, housekeepers, even gardeners. This is a hard thing you ask, Iraxian. Had we stolen your boat, we have sailed forever and never found this place. Good faith to you. I hope we can make it a home. Before we go, I have something for you. The excavation in Elbereth Moon ended as soon as we found that ship in the ground. I was there. We found a hatch filled with dull gemstones. One or two looked valuable to me. I kept a little for myself. What kind of crystal is it? I have no idea, but he thought it was valuable. I don't want it anymore. Take care of yourselves. What are you looking at, Yazi? You two. Look at you. You could be sisters. Perhaps we are. I grew up in an orphanage on Elbereth. I never knew my parents. If they were my parents, then you were better off without them. Take care of yourself, Sia. You've saved my life. You are my sister. Good faith to you. I had a few days to pocket the treasure the Iraxian wretch left behind. Should be enough. Come on, Yazi. And hold up your head. Now let's see if we can find this.
We snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street.
Eu vou parar de jogar, tô com sono. Amanhã a gente joga mais.